All right, guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About Life. In today's segment, we're going to be discussing a really cool topic that I actually had when I traveled to Indy. Your boy, just last week, went down to Indianapolis for the Gen Con Convention Center. As you can see, what a beautiful sight. But we are going to talk about something that is almost becoming universal. And that is, are you okay being alone as a man? Are you good not having pussy on the side? Are you good if your woman just left you today? Right now, this very moment, whether you're married, in a LTR, whether you have a fling, whether it's an on and off thing, whether it's polyamorous, whatever the fucking type relationship you have, are you good on your own? And you really got to ask yourself that, because a lot of the guys that have been in long-term relationships for many years, would you be fine if your girl said, you know what, I'm leaving, I'm done with you, I'm gonna go get another man, or I'm gonna go get another woman? You don't even know these days, right? Let's be freaking real. You don't even know, all right? So you guys are gonna have a treat watching this clip.
Be okay. Some men want to be, some men will not be okay. And that is the whole problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue. Any particular questions? Because,
Well, so essentially, now that you established that, will you be okay? Are you good if a woman left you today, right? You got a girl, you got a relationship, and you're with her, and if she leaves you, are you good? And as he said, if you're good, then things are going to go smoothly. Now, with the actual relationship, how do you delegate to get that longevity? Because you have 7 years. 7 years, it ain't easy to get there, right? And it's easy to lose too. I've seen men been in 10-year marriages, boom, gone the next day, right?
Yeah.
For you, is it day by day? Like, how do you manage your relationship?
The biggest thing for our particular relationship is we don't allow our personal feelings or ideals on how a relationship should be to get in the way. And let me explain to you how.
Oh, that's interesting.
We're both spiritual people.
Okay.
So we use the Bible
Okay.
a lot of the time to answer and to verify our feelings. The mind, our heart is deceitful.
Yeah.
Found in Proverbs chapter 7.
Absolutely.
The heart is deceitful. So you will feel a lot of different feelings, and sometimes those feelings that you feel is wrong.
I agree.
And how can you decide on if your feelings are wrong?
Yep.
Is going back towards the Bible and to confirm if they are. Let me give you a prime example.
Okay.
It was one time that me and my wife had a big discussion on what's the purpose of a woman. What is the purpose of a woman?
What's the purpose of
What's
a
the purpose of a man?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and...
What's the differences and what's the purpose?
What is the difference? And because of lack of time, I'm gonna make this short.
Yeah.
And the Bible helps us appreciate that the woman is supposed to be the man's helpmate. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Right.
But the problem is, being a helpmate, what does actually helpmate means?
I interpret it, just to chime in, as a teammate. It's like having a partner that, it's like if I want to get a little corny, it's like a Batman-Robin relationship, You got the man that's Batman, you got the woman that's Robin. But now we're going to go back to your viewpoint.
Batman and Robin is a great analogy for it. But I would go a little deeper than that. I would go with peanut butter and jelly. You can't use the peanut butter without the jelly.
Yeah.
You can't take the jelly.
You need both flavors.
You need both flavors. And if you have both flavors and you have both combinations, then it would turn out to be a good sandwich.
Absolutely.
Can I get an amen?
Yeah.
So what happens at this point is when you consider someone to be your helpmate,
yes,
it simply means not putting the burden all on them.
Absolutely.
If it comes to the bills, if it comes to different activities, activities.
Yeah.
It becomes a regular routine as far as house chores.
Yeah.
You do not allow
One person to
one
bear the
person
responsibility
to bear
of
the
everything.
responsibility of everything.
Yeah.
That's what being a helpmate is. And if you understand that, both understand that,
Yeah.
your relationship will go farther.
Now, for the situations where a lot of men are going through, because this happens very often, that they'll find themselves in a position where essentially they're in a relationship or they've been dating a girl for a certain amount of time. And as time has gone by, they realize that the person they're with is competing with them rather than helping them, or rather than joint, you guys being a team. I noticed that there are some women that are like, no, we're doing it my way. And it's like, whoa. Like, if I don't like that way, we're gonna have to work with what we got here, versus a situation where you have either a man saying it's my way or the highway, or the woman saying it's my way or the highway. Because we have those imbalances of relationships where one person wants to essentially dominate the relationship.
Right.
What's your input on that? How do you prevent relationships to getting to that point where one person seems to have all the power because the other person doesn't want to work with you, or vice versa, you may not want to work with the other person?
For me, I have to ask myself, why is she saying this?
Okay.
Sometimes a male could be a little more too much aggressive,
Yeah.
to the point where a woman have to be a little same thing. They got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So I have to ask myself with this question: am I thinking about her feelings, about why she wants to do certain things a certain way?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be simply walking the dog in the morning at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
instead of noon.
At noon.
At
Yeah.
noon. So what we need to decide on what battles we want to take.
I like that. You know
Yeah.
why? I actually always say this on our platform. I would say pick and choose your battles, because if, let's say, something's important to you, that's the battle you choose. But if something is not that important, not that significant, then let the other person have it. Work with the other person. Now, again, if it's something that's very important to you, then you stand by your guns and you allow that person to work with you rather than you always having to work with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, that's a great conversation. I have to close it out now. Because I'm about to be at this.
We're about to get to the finish line, guys.
Thanks for your time, brother. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So, I hope you enjoyed this clip. Very fascinating that on our way, me and my boy Jonathan ran into somebody that was able to give some of his own words, show some of his own wisdom, being in an LTR himself, married, okay? You got to realize that all over this country, we are dealing with this phenomenon. We are dealing with men going against women, women going against men, okay? And we need a place where we can come together and actually join as one team, because we complement each other. But the only way that's gonna happen is if you women, you know your role, and you men, you know your role. Fuck that bullshit about abolishing roles. Oh, it's back in the 1800s, or the bullshit, that was a century ago, where men were this way and women were that way. Well, guess what? We need to fucking go back to what works, alright? But anyways, guys, leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure that you do like this video. Give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And not only that, make sure you are subscribed. And hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you won't know when I release a new video. Alright? You missed this face? Do you miss Johnny Boy's face? If you do, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are on top of your game and you're learning, because we're gonna be teaching you guys the trick of the trade. I'm gonna be helping you guys get women. I'm gonna be helping you guys decode that understanding, okay? But anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, this channel is all about you. Catch you guys on the next video.